Hi everyone, it's Sirjan and welcome back to 7 Trades channel, and today we're going to be talking about generating organic traffic, real people visiting your website. So here we have my blog. It's called dailymoneytree.net, and I'm actually writing an article on this 9 steps. This is the first of a series of articles, and by the way, I'm going to leave the description in the description of the video. I'll be leaving the link to my blog if you're interested in reading it. I have some really good material there. And actually, I'm as I said, I'm writing a post about a blog article about this, and I'm going to show you, in real time on how to do SEO optimization on site for your blog article. So there is 9 steps. The first one is to have your keyword in the title of your blog post. The keyword I selected is strategies to generate real traffic to your websites, and as you can see I have it right here. Then step number 2 is to have your keyword in the first sentence of your article, and of course the sentence have to make sense. But there's one thing I want to talk about first, is that whatever you're doing, article marketing, blog marketing, any type of content marketing, don't use PLR unless it's for inspiration and to give you guidelines on what to write about. Do your research, make your content 100% unique, and write as if you write for people, because it's people who are going to be reading your blog, and it's people who you want to get to pay you for your services or to buy your products. Search engine optimization is a strange animal. It keeps changing all the time because Google has to protect its interest. Google makes most of the money that they make it through ads. So they're not going to allow anybody to get a tool that's creating free traffic on autopilot for a long time. As soon as they get that's why most of the tools out there that you can find for creating traffic on autopilot that you set and forget, they usually last for a short while until Google gets wind of what's going on and they change the algorithm. And they have to do that. I would do the same to protect my interest. If my main source of income was ads and somebody found a way to override the process, I would do the same. I would just change the algorithm all the time so I can keep ahead of the game. So that's what Google does. But one strategy that is truly going to always bring results is have value. So you need to provide value for your readers, for the audience, whoever is coming to your website, and they're looking for something. They need to find something that's useful, informational, and something that that is going to make them come back for more. So the next time you post something, they're going to say, okay, last time I found something really valuable for me. I found some useful information and I want to go back and read what this guy has to say. So those are some basic rules that I'm talking about long term. So if you want to get results long term, build a brand, build your name. That's the way to go. Always provide value in the first place and try to be 100% unique. So if you're using PLR, radically change it. Or what I personally do is just I get some, let's say, some ideas from it, and then I write my own stuff. And don't worry about your writing style. It's not that important. What's important is the information that you give out. Okay, having said that, let's go on. So I said step number 2 is to have your keyword in the first sentence of your article, and as you can see, I put it right here. So the sentence has to make sense, because you're writing, as I said, you're writing to people. So if you just mention your keyword out of the blue, without any logical or grammatical, you know, without any logic behind it, it's not gonna fly. Okay, so let's go on. Step number 3 would be to include your keyword in the middle of the article as a clickable link to the article itself. If you see me looking sideways, it's because I have my notes here. So that's that. I don't want to miss anything, so I just put it here. Okay. So this is a strategy that is good. It can bring you, more page views, but I really avoid it because it's, first of all, I think it's a kind of, cheap shot, a cheap trick to get your visitors to click on your article again. If your article is good enough in terms of value and content, people are going to visit it, and you're going to get the traffic that you need without this hack. But what I do suggest is that you put clickable links to related articles. So if you wrote something that has to do with this, or there is a product review and the product is relevant to the topic that you're writing about, then insert those clickable links inside. That's a good way to generate traffic and sales, and it's, let's call it, an honest way. And as you can see, I have a clickable link to an article I wrote previously about must-have tools for any internet business. Okay, so let's go on. So step number 4 is to have your keyword in italics in the last paragraph of your blog. And I haven't done that yet because this is still in the working. But what I would do is just put a sentence again that makes sense somewhere. Okay, here it is. If you didn't notice by now, I implemented each of the 9 strategies to generate real traffic to your websites, and what I would do is just put it in italics, and that's it. Okay, now step number 5, add multiple images. I'm still in the middle of the article, so I still haven't done that. Use Canva, use any similar tool that you have for generating some type of unique images, because people are visual creatures and they like images. It gets the mind much more engaged than just a plain article without images. Try to make, of course, your images relevant to the topic you're writing about, and make them clickable also. That's what I do. Often I put images in my articles that have links to my offers or some other articles that I wrote previously. So remember to put in images. If you're sharing your content on Pinterest, then you have a certain guidelines on how to make images. That's why I use Canva, because Canva has templates for every single social media that I use, and depending on what the social media I'm targeting, I have the dimensions of the images preset, so I don't have to waste any time. And it's a free tool. It's a completely free tool. Okay, so where were we? We were at number 5. Okay, number 6. Add it as an alt text to at least one of your images. What I do usually is that if I have 5 or 6 images in my blog post, then I'll add my keyword as alt text to at least 1 or 2. Don't go too crazy with this, because the 9 guidelines that I'm telling you, the 9 steps, they're like let's say a middle value required for Google to rank you, but not to be seen or flagged by Google like somebody who's going to take advantage of the system, of the algorithm. Because you actually can get banned if you if you take advantage of this in a way that's not, you know, blessed by Google, let's put it that way. Okay, so the next one is put your keyword in your headings. Use H1, H2, H3. Now, if you have a WordPress site like I do, your title is automatically set to be, you know, H1 heading 1. If you don't put it in H1, then as you can see here, I put it in a like a semi-title in the middle of the blog, of the blog post, and it's H2. So I've covered this, and I think if I haven't, okay, here I put it, this is an H3, I think. Yeah, it's an H3, but as you can see, I put only strategies to generate traffic, because I don't want to exploit too much of the Google algorithm, and this way it makes sense, even for the reader, because if he sees too many times the exact same phrase, this is a long keyword, and that's why people who tend to use long keywords, like me, we need to, you know, pay attention to these details, because we don't want to sound too repetitive, and it will, you know, stick out. It will not be an easy read as it's supposed to be. Okay, now the 8th step is to put your keyword in the meta description. So that's right here in WordPress, if you're using WordPress. So what I would usually do is just take some part of my article and copy paste it down there. And of course the one with the keyword in it. So this would be just perfect. Copy, paste. Now you see how this is orange. This is supposed to be green. That means it's the optimum. It's the maximum. Is the ideal phrase. So that means that this is a little too long. So I would just fix this a little bit. If you're like me, trying to I would just change this a little bit just to make it, you know, make sense. If you're looking for ways, for example, if you're looking for automated techniques or strategies to generate real traffic to websites, then you need to read this. For example, I might work on this a little bit later, some more. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say when I was talking about step 5. Yes, step 5. So that's adding relevant images, but also a relevant video. So this video that I'm making right now, that's talking about on-page SEO optimization of your blog post. I'm going to put a link to it. I'm going to post it on YouTube, edit it, post it on YouTube, and I'm going to put a link in the article. And I prepared that already. Just let me see. Yeah, right here. Do you want to see me do the article optimization on my blog? Watch the video below. And I'm going to fix this. I'm going to put, if you want to watch me go through the 9 steps of on-page article optimization, watch the video below, something like that. So it will be here. So this is good because, you know, people like watching videos, and it's much easier for them to watch a video like this than maybe to go through the article reading. And it also can bring significant traffic to your YouTube channel. Okay. And the last step, the 9th step, is to include your keyword in your URL. Now, since I'm using WordPress, the keyword is going to automatically be included in the URL because WordPress just puts the title of your blog post in your URL that's linking to that post. So this is already set with WordPress, and if you're not using a WordPress site, then make sure that you include your keyword in your URL. That will be all. Read the description of the video because I always put some useful stuff in it. If you have any ideas about something that you would like to watch a video about, maybe one of the 9 steps is not clear enough or something else, comment below in the description, and don't forget to like and share the video if you liked it, or comment on it if you didn't like it, and make some suggestions. I'm here, I'm very open to every idea. And of course, if you want to see this kind of material posted on a regular basis, be sure to subscribe. So thank you, stay safe, and have a nice day. Bye.